We good?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Guys, we are back. Just a thought. Again, we are here. Yo, before we introduce our two lovely guests, we're going to do a quick check-in, me and Dre. All right? Dre, how's your week been, man? Tell us.
So my week has been good. It's been a good week. Kind of a blur, honestly, but I'm doing good. God is good. This morning I actually had a consultation for therapy, so that's a good thing. Yeah, life is good, man. God is great. How you doing, man? What's going on with you?
Yo, everything is good, man. Another easy week. Taking it one day at a time as usual, man. One day at a time, hour by hour, minute by minute, man. Just trying to improve every single day, man. I'm blessed to be on this earth, man, for another day. I can't complain, man. Yo, so we got two special guests here. I'm gonna let them both introduce themselves. We got a lot of good content today, and these two are perfect for today's show. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Okay, I'll start. Hi, everyone. My name is Ilyash. I currently work as a program coordinator at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. I'm a proud alumna of Howard University, where I got my degree in administration of justice.
Hey, let's go, Black College. Let's go.
Hey, excellent.
Go ahead, Tim.
Hello. What's up, guys? I'm Tim. I used to live in America last year until I made a big career jump. In America, I was a data analyst for Priceline. I also went to the University of Jacksonville, and I graduated with a business management administration degree. And during my degree, I did a bunch of internships, also working with social impacting in Bridgeport. And then after the business world, I wanted to switch it up. I got tired of looking at computer screens for 8 hours a day. And I wanted to switch it up and work with kids because I realized that working with kids made me happy. So now I'm here in Madrid, Spain, working with kids in a public school, the 3rd and 4th grade. And I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo, so quickly, if y'all don't know this, if you check out my Instagram post, he's in most of my Instagram pictures. My brother Tim, you know, we have a great relation, best friend, love him to death. And then Illy, we go back. I knew Illy since she was like 4 or 5 years old. Over 20 plus year friendship. Love her to death. The reason why we had her on here because both of them are making an impact in the youth, and they are the next generation leaders. So I want them on here, especially to get their advice, you know, and I'm going to have them both say, a sentence about life. And we're going to definitely talk about that later, but it's important because they're a part of the culture and I want to have them on here. So let's get into it, guys. Y'all ready?
Big time.
Y'all ready? Yes. All right. So before we talk about last episode, we talked a lot about the Kanye interview. We talked about normality is being normal overrated, but there was a lot to discuss. The interview was a long interview. But before we get into that, Dre and I both had our opinion on who would win in a versus battle between Kanye and Drake. We both said Kanye. So we want to hear y'all opinions, yo. So we got a bunch of songs that we're gonna throw out there, and no matter what, y'all gotta agree. One has to go because one artist has to be on top. Now, me and Dre both said Kanye. Maybe y'all could be different. So we're gonna throw a bunch of songs at y'all. And y'all gonna tell me which ones. All right, because we all know that it's a tough versus battle. All right. So, Andre, lead us off, man. Throw two songs out. Throw a Kanye song out and throw a Drake song out.
All right. So for Kanye, we got Runaway, and then for Drake, we got Marvin's Room.
Oh,
Starting off heavy, huh?
oh shoot. I mean, Ray, man, you already know this, man. I don't be biased, and I'm a Drake fan. Ooh. I'm gonna have to say, you asked me what song is better or what song be better in the versus challenge, because in the versus challenge, it depends on how they perform it.
Nah, we're talking about your eyes, bro.
Yeah, this is virtual. This is pretending that they're playing these songs live for you right now. We're just throwing them out there. Like it is a mini fake virtual versus.
I'm gonna go with Marvin's Room. Marvin's Room had for me at least, I could relate to Marvin's Room, man. Like, you know, like that was the vibe setter. Sometimes, you know, I'll listen, or me and my friend listen to Marvin's Room while we pre-gaming, you know, like that song will come on, but oh shoot, man, Marvin's Room. So I'm gonna go with the Marvin's Room. Like the Runaway Love was like more of a summer jam or something like that for me. But like when it got into the winters, you know, Marvin's Room. So I'm gonna go with Marvin's Room.
Not it depends on the season. I'll agree on Marvin's Room only because I think Marvin's Room had more of an impact because you had like 4 or 5 different remixes that came out from JoJo, Chris Brown, and like other artists.
I heard the Chris Brown one. That was fire. Heard that Chris Brown one.
Yeah, Marvin's Room, it had an impact.
All right, we're gonna go. All right, Marvin's Room. I have Marvin's Room. Honestly, I liked Runaway, but Marvin's Room for me was more of a vibe, yo. Like so many people created their own version of the song. I don't know. Drake got that one, Dre.
And that beat, like the Marvin's Room beat, like that was a fresh beat.
It was.
That beat
Drake,
was tough.
Drake got that one.
I mean, he inspired even Chris Brown, you know what I'm saying, to make his own version of it. And they had beef, you know, forever. So, like, I definitely understand where y'all got y'all picks from, because impact definitely. Like everybody, I remember, what was it? During that time, I think Tumblr was a thing. I don't think MySpace was it. MySpace wasn't a thing. MySpace was over. We were on Facebook during that time. I remember Tumblr was definitely like a big, like, you know.
Yeah. Yo, so me and Dre answer this one, but I'm gonna throw this one back out there. Ready? Best I ever had. Best I ever had. Or Run This Town Tonight. 2 features. Think about it.
Oh. I mean, Run This Town Tonight had Rihanna, Jay-Z, and I just recently watched that on YouTube, like them performing it. Or best I ever had, you know, that as well is. I
mean, best I ever had was like Drake's like real big.
I'm not go. I want some bias here, but once again, I'm about to go with Drake on that one. I'm gonna go with best I ever had because
what?
That's why.
I was gonna say Run This Town. I was gonna say Run This Town.
Listen.
No. Explain, Tim, because
yeah, you gotta explain that. You gotta explain that.
Explain this one, please.
Listen, because it's very close. Just because Kanye's features is an all-star roster, and I don't want to disrespect Jay-Z and Rihanna, but when Best I Ever Had came out, that was on the radio 24/7. Listen, when I first heard Best I Ever Had is when I took my my first vacation to Florida, and one of my boys, Luke, he puts the radio on, and it's Best I Ever Had. My first time hearing it, I go, "Yo, who is that?" He goes, "Yo, it's Drake, some new rapper." I go, "Yo, this song is dope." And that same day I heard that song, that song came on like five other times on the radio the same day. And I go, yo, like this song right here, like this song made me start liking Drake, which is he's up there for me. So of course I'm gonna choose Best I Ever Had. Like
but
that
Run This
song
Town had a lot of like radio time too.
Go ahead, man. He bugging. He bugging.
Run This Town had a lot of radio time too because it was Rihanna and it had Jay-Z up there. Like
I understand, but
beat,
yo,
lyrics.
it's not Illy.
That
Go
one's
ahead.
tough.
Like I understand where he coming from with Best I Ever Had, because like that's really the song that made Drake blow up, like where people were really paying attention to him, mixtapes and things like that. But we talking about lyrically, the song, you know, Run This Town, but you know, it's a little different vibe.
Yeah. It's close. I'm not saying it's a big margin. It's close, but
it's not even close. Dre, what you got to say though?
Man, Run This Town got it, man.
It's not even close. I'm gonna tell you why.
It was just like, it was monumental. You know what I'm saying? It was everywhere too. The same way Best I Ever Had was, but Best I Ever Had's video was trash. Run This Town, you got them post-apocalyptic world. You know what I'm saying? Like they out here roaming the streets. You got Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? She just went good girl gone bad. So now we're all like, our eyes are on her now. You know what I'm saying? Umbrella just came out. That joint was popping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the whole transition. You kind of see them like really become a unit. You feel like, damn, like they about to run this town. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really out here, like rummaging the streets and whatnot. Best I Ever Had, man. They just tell me who's the best. Drake, you're the best. Like that joint was so stupid. That video was corny. But that song, man, I tell you, man, I remember that song was an anthem. It's an anthem. It makes you feel good too. You know what I'm saying? Like with the video, man, they did him dirty, y'all. His budget was
Run This Town made me feel good too.
It was.
Run This Town made. Listen, when Rihanna had their I don't want to do it. Hey, yo, that for some reason that was on my football playlist. That made me have goosebumps. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to play. I'm ready to play. You know?
That's the battle cry, man. She was saying the battle. She hey. Yo, that was a battle cry, man.
It was. That was the most. I ain't gonna lie. That was probably that was the icing on the cake. That
was tough.
That was the icing to the song.
Icing to the song, yes.
Yeah, Andre, go next. What you got next?
All right. So next.
So we got Kanye, Drake, 1-1.
Okay. So we got Worst Behavior, Drake, Niggas in Paris. Which one?
That's easy. That's easy.
That one's
easy. Niggas in Paris take that. Niggas in Paris.
Really?
My opinion.
Worst Behavior.
My opinion.
Your opinion.
Just because the Worst Behavior song from Drake, for me, I didn't really like it. There's some songs I don't really vibe with Drake, but that one right there, the Worst Behavior.
You didn't vibe with Worst Behavior?
Worst Behavior.
What?
I really
know from Greenwich, Connecticut. I know from Greenwich, Connecticut, but I tell you what, when I hear that song, I swear I came from like the mud when I hear that song, man.
Like people used to be hype in the club, house parties, all that to Worst Behavior. That album in general.
Remember? It's a perfect song.
Tim, you got me lost on this one, brother. You got me lost on this one too.
I mean, Niggas in Paris was a great song. Thanks. Yes. Worst Behavior was more of like a vibe for like.
Are we talking about the same song, right? Like the Balls of Hard? That shit crazy.
We talking about the same song.
I'm not gonna lie, okay? The white boys really tried taking over Niggas in Paris as a song. Like they really did.
Is that why you're saying that it's better, Illy?
They really tried taking over that song. Like you start getting like the white boy frat vibe when you start hearing it. Like
listen, there's a bunch of songs that are not ours anymore. We will talk about that one day, but those are one of the songs that are not ours anymore. I can't mess with Niggas in Paris. I'm gonna have to go Worst Behavior. It's not even close. It's not close. What you got, Dre?
Yeah, Worst Behavior, definitely. That's just like, again, I be feeling like a menace when I hear that song, man. It's a perfect redemption song. Motherfuckers never loved us. Remember, we're at the top right now. We're at the top right now. And now, you vibing with me. But remember, at one point, you were talking down to me. You feel me? Like it's a song about power, but more so celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here, but yeah, we're still eating together. But don't forget, do not forget, even though I'm not even eating my table, do not forget you the one that was talking down on me about not being in this place right now. But we're gonna celebrate anyway.
Right.
Right.
So Drake's 2-1. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do Jesus Walks. Okay.
Nope.
And then I'm gonna do 0 to 100. Now, me and Drake already gave our opinions, but let y'all think about it. Both songs is hard. Jesus Walks or 0 to 100. Illy, start us off.
I don't know. It's just like both of those songs are just like such a different, like they're hard to compare because they're so different.
That's what you say now.
I might go with Jesus Walks.
Okay.
Only because it was like a monumental song in like, well, you know what? This is Kanye, because I really have to distinct him between like the Kanye, like Kanye West and who Ye is and all that. Because like Kanye's music and his albums and stuff is completely different than like who his persona has drifted into.
I agree with that. Tim, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Jesus Walks because Jesus Walks is actually one of my favorite songs by Kanye, and I like the music video. I was like,
music video is fire.
I don't know, man. Everything about that song was dope to me. So, and I'm still am. It's still on my playlist. So, what does that tell you? That tell you that was a big impact. It's been out for a hell of years now. And so I'm gonna go with Jesus Walk.
Jesus Walks. So what we got? We got Kanye. What? It's 2-2 or Kanye's 2-1?
It's 2-2.
2-2. See how difficult it is? Dre, go ahead, Dre.
All right. So now we're gonna do Monster, and this is a feature now versus Kanye West Monster.
Yeah, with Nicki and Rick Ross. Tim.
I know.
Versus Drake, Rick Ross, and Chrisette Michelle, Aston Martin music.
Oh my Lord.
Damn,
Monster.
Dre. Damn, Dre.
Monster.
Go ahead.
Monster. Ooh.
Over Aston Martin music? Yes. Let's just talk about verses off top. Like,
and the way you say it's like it's easy to you.
Yeah.
Easy? You're bugging. I don't know.
Lyrically, Monster is better than Aston Martin.
Monster is better.
Aston Martin music is definitely a summertime, top down in a car type vibe.
What?
Stop. Please stop. Please. I'm gonna stop you there. Stop.
Go ahead, Tim. Tim, please.
Go ahead and say why Aston Martin music over Monster.
Aston Martin music, my opinion, is better than Monster. Hands down.
Tell it like it is. Tell it as it is.
Hands down. And my reason is just because I like the way it sounds better. I don't know. Aston Martin music, it came out maybe when me and you, Andre and Illy, we were junior, sophomore year.
Yeah, my senior year.
Okay.
That was your junior year. It's my senior year.
I did junior or sophomore year, I don't remember. But this is when the Dre beats were popular. The Dre beats, like they just came out. And when David Anthony, he was like, yo, Tim, you could borrow my Dre beats for like an hour. I put the Dre beats on, I put in Aston Martin music, the extended version. Oh my Lord. Oh, this song is my top 5 Drake song. I believe my top 5.
It might be my top 5 too. I can't.
Monster, man, like you said, like the frat boys and the frat girls, like
no, they don't. Okay, for Monster, they don't.
No,
Monster, they don't.
Because
for Monster,
they always play
Nicki verse.
They always play Nicki's verse.
I know a bunch of girls that know Nicki Minaj's verse to
That's
that
true.
song.
That's true.
Okay, but they know Nicki's verse.
Yeah.
Whereas like you play Monster, also let's just talk about like they care about Nicki. Most people can rap a majority of that song. Ashton Martin music, people are going for the vibe of it, and Ross's verse. That's like
Drake's verse. Are you kidding me?
Verse is not even the hardest on the song.
Drake's verse switched up the whole entire
Drake's
flow of the
melody
song.
is the hardest on the song.
that one part.
Yo,
Whereas we're talking about a whole
I
song.
just needed time.
We're talking about the
to
whole
do
song.
what I
Monster,
had to do.
Monster, the
Oh,
quality of
yeah.
every verse in Monster.
Illy, you gonna tell me you don't feel nothing? You don't feel nothing. You didn't feel nothing.
I'm not saying I don't feel. I'm not saying I don't feel nothing. I'm not saying that Ashton Martin music isn't a vibe. Nobody's saying that. But if I'm gonna go off lyrics, I'm gonna go off of all that. Like not just being a vibe.
What sounds better?
It's not just what sounds better because both of them have completely different like messages and parts to the song.
True, but what do you prefer?
They're completely different vibes.
Okay, what do you prefer to listen to, Illy?
Okay, but I can't answer that like at this moment because it's like it depends on how I'm feeling. If you in a mood where you having a nice time, it's gonna be Ashton Martin music. And sometimes if you feel like you need to turn up on somebody, it's gonna be Monster. You just gonna feel that. Like
I'm sorry, I'll never put on Monster if I need to turn up on somebody. I tell you that right now.
People feel energy. It's like the way Nicki comes in it, you know, the what they're actually saying in the song, you know, like that's something people enjoy listening to, rapping along to, just like they do Ashton Martin music, but they're really both two different vibes for like what you feeling.
That's true.
All right, listen, I love your explanation, Illy, but we're gonna go with Ashton Martin music. All right, Drake is up 3-2. Okay, here's my next song, and this is where it gets tough. Ready? It All Falls Down, Kanye West. Think about that one for a second, all right? Or I'm gonna give you God's Plan, Drake.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Drake's up 3-2. Drake's up 3-2. Start us off, really. Start us off.
Both of them so different again. Probably It All Falls Down.
Thank you. Yes. Why you say that?
Lyrically, melodically, all that. Although God's Plan is like a lit, again, like Drake will really give, if we're doing like Drake now and earlier Kanye, it's always going to move more towards earlier Kanye. Just only because Drake, you know, will give you the good club pop, nice feeling type music. But if you want to go like message, it's going to be early Kanye. So All Falls Down.
I like how you explain that. Tim, what you think?
I'm gonna choose All Falls Down. Listen, I'm gonna choose All Falls Down, but listen, you gotta listen to me. God's Plan, I literally watched that music video maybe 3 weeks ago. And I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, but it's really a dope message how he's giving money to the poor, he's getting back to the community. So I'm like, oh, this is okay, God's Plan. And listen, when I first heard God's Plan, that kind of music got me hyped up too. Like in the gym and everything, I'm like, oh, okay, God's Plan. Well, if we go to All Falls Down, it's a classic, one of Kanye's best songs, top 5 for me.
No, I agree with you. Top 5.
I'm
gonna have to go.
People still gonna sing it in the club.
I'm gonna have to go All Falls Down. All Falls Down gives me goosebumps too. So it's just the meanings are different, and what I'd rather vibe to is All Falls Down.
Same.
Period.
I'm gonna agree with you. All right, so damn, we 3-3. We 3-3.
All
And
right.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Before Andre says the next two, I personally think, and Andre could vouch for me, I thought Drake was gonna have this verses.
He did.
I even said it. But when I looked down to song and features, I went with Kanye. Andre, what you got for the next song?
So the next one is All the Lights, Kanye.
Ooh, damn.
versus Hold
Top
On, We're
five.
Going Home by Drake.
What's it called? Wait.
Hold on, we're going home.
Oh,
Just
hold on.
we're going home.
Yeah.
That might be too easy for me.
I don't know.
It's gonna be Drake for me.
Oh, really?
What?
Wow.
No, All the Lights.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Illy. Go ahead.
Even.
Illy, what did
I
you say?
want y'all to see this.
All right, so Just Hold On, We're Going Home. Again, that album is one of Drake's better albums.
Probably the best one.
You think
Not
it's
the
his
best.
best?
Not the
Yeah,
best.
it's
best.
nothing was the same as his best album. That's my opinion, though. My opinion.
Take care. Definitely got it, but
Take Care, definitely have it, but
Go ahead, Illy.
Yeah. Just Hold On, We're Going Home. The vibe. It's a very nice, like, easy record just to listen to. And All of the Lights, I don't know, All of the Lights, it does bring me back to like middle school and shit. And like I really do start thinking about like
the Kanye glasses.
Remember the glasses?
the glasses that everybody used to wear.
We used to pop our collar, y'all. We used to pop our collar, and we thought it was appropriate.
My collar was always down. My collar was always down.
I used to pop my I popped my collar. And I thought it was, and I actually thought it was fly. I actually thought when it came out to me,
we all did. Kanye really had everybody in a chokehold. He really did.
Yeah. Tim, who you got?
To be honest, I don't like both the songs. But I'm gonna go with Drake on that one, just because of the album was fire, and that song when I first heard it, I actually didn't like it until you hear it a lot, and you're like, okay, hitting that song. But I'll say this: flashing lights, with the glasses, with the
all the lights.
I'm sorry, all the lights, with the glasses, that era when he's making, the stronger song as well. I didn't read Bible Conway that time making music, so I'm gonna go with Drake.
That was 808 Heartbreak though.
Okay, 808. We talked about 808 last time. I respect that album because he lost his mom, and none of us know what that's like, but it could have been better. That's my opinion. It could have. 808 Heart was stronger. Heartless. Remember that song?
Heartless went hard for me. But that's just me.
Heartless still about. It's still about.
Facts.
It's alright. It's alright. So we have Drake 4-3. 4-3 Drake. Y'all both said Drake is Hold On, I'm Coming Home. All right. Here's the next one I'm about to throw at y'all. Ready?
This might change the game.
This might change. So I'm gonna throw you two feature songs. All right. We're gonna go Mercy for Kanye West. All right. And then for Drake, we're gonna go Moment for Life.
Oh my God, Ray. I can't believe you went that one.
Not Moment for Life.
Illy, go ahead first, Illy. Go ahead, Illy.
Is Moment for Life Drake's?
No, it's a feature.
It's a feature,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, okay, yeah, no, Nicki's album, but Drake was the feature.
Think about how hard Mercy
was.
Listen.
In all seriousness, if we're gonna say it's the feature,
listen, before y'all make y'all opinions, just think when Mercy came on and y'all was already tipsy.
Ray,
y'all was already tipsy, and it came on in the club. Just think about how hard the beat was before you make. Because Moment for Life is tough to beat. Think about it. Go ahead, Illy.
Listen.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say only because, like, if we're gonna talk features, like, verse alone, the verse alone is gonna be Drake. No, not Drake. It's Kanye for Mercy.
Okay.
See, told you that beat was different when that liquor hit your system and that beat came on, it was different.
Because Moment for Life is really Nicki's and it's really pop and girly and things like that.
We'll say girly.
It was.
It's light. It's
she was
not
focused
girly.
as being like the princess and the main character.
A video was girly. That
The
song
video was.
That's the
was
vision
light.
she had to go
It's
with
light.
her song.
It's like
Tim, would you?
Was this a song?
That's a hard one for me. I'm gonna have to go
Think
with,
about Dougie and the Mercy real quick. Think
I'm
about
thinking
that
about
Dougie.
I'm thinking about the Dougie, but I'm also thinking about Moment for Life with Drake and Nick. I'm gonna go with Moment for Life, man. For me, I like Moment. I like that song better. I like how it sounds better. I like how I vibe with it better. It makes me feel better. So I'm gonna go with Moment for Life, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. Sorry, it's just a No Mercy song. For me, it got outplayed a lot. I heard that at every house party. It got outplayed for me a lot. I'm gonna go with Moment for Life.
You didn't think Moment for Life got played a lot?
It got overplayed.
Hey, guess what?
Moment for Life got played a lot too.
Guess what, Illy? It made me feel good.
Is that on a healing playlist? You got that on
Okay,
your
yo.
playlist?
When it's Dre, what you got, man? Might as well throw your opinion in there.
It's a Moment for Life, man. I got a little offended when Illy called it girly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was vibing with that song, man. I was vibing with it. Like,
I mean, nothing's wrong with vibing with it, even if it is.
true, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain songs that are definitely, I don't want to be biased. That's not even the word. I don't want to be sexist. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? That there's songs that are feminine and masculine, but there are some songs a lot of artists make. What you say?
That's not sexist. Feminine energy, masculine energy.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I feel like certain songs definitely give out different vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna rock out to all Kalani's music. You know what I'm saying? But some songs she got, they're vibes. But to keep it on this track, Moment for Life definitely got it. I like that song. I like verse. I like Nicki's verse too. And like the vibe was just good. I felt good. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants that, and we all have points in our life that we wish we can just put into a time capsule and relive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody has like at least one moment. Everybody has at least one. Like that special place that, it's a good memory that makes you feel good. I thought that song embodied that. So that's what, definitely Moment for Life has me.
I guess we got a draw here, folks, because I'm going with Mercy. Mercy, for me, with Mercy, like I said, when that beat came on and the liquor hit my system,
I'm weak.
I'm telling you, especially when, and I'm gonna tell you who really I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm going with this song. I'm gonna tell you the verse, and it wasn't even Kanye's verse that was the hardest on the song. It was 2 Chainz's verse. When I heard 2 Chainz's verse on that song, it hit different for me.
I mean, that's a close one. That's a close one.
So
based on a true story, is the soundtrack to my freshman year at Howard. Okay.
And you know what? Everybody was acting a fool then. That's why it came out perfectly. So so it's still Drake 4-3. It's still Drake 4-3. That one evens out. That one evens out.
What happens when liquor don't hit your system? What happens if you're not drinking? You're still going on Mercy?
Oh, yeah, then I'm working out to Mercy. Mercy was a good song to work out to.
But how about when you're like, pre-game or something? You're going with No Mercy or you're going with Moment for Life?
Depends if the dark
pre-game the Moment for Life.
If the dark liquor's in the room, I'm going with Mercy, my brother. I'm going with Mercy.
Listen, Illy.
Moment for Life is not really a pregame type.
Listen, Illy.
It's really not, yo.
Listen, it's not. But listen, if you're on your pretty boy swag and stuff like that, you're gonna listen to Moment for Life. Trust me.
And have a Moment for Life.
But why wouldn't you just listen to Pretty Boy Swag?
That was my thought.
I'm saying when you're on your Pretty Boy swag, you're not gonna listen to Pretty Boy swag. Who wanna listen to that song?
All right, listen,
okay,
Drake,
we can get into Soulja Boy.
Yeah, that's another time. All right. So Drake is still 4-3. That song is out. What you got next? We're gonna do 2 more songs.
All right. So both of them are kind of telling these artists' stories. All right, at the point of where they're at in their lives. So for Drake, we got Successful. All right. And then for Kanye, we got Through the Wire.
Oh, man. Listen here, man. Listen here. Go ahead, Tim. You started off.
Yeah, you got it.
Through the Wire. Duh. Like,
Yo, Timothy, you took the words exactly out of my mouth.
That was my
No.
Yeah, through the wire.
and
Yeah.
I mean, that's successful. I'm not. That's successful. Is a good song, man. Isn't Trey Songz on that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good song, but it doesn't compare to Through the Wire. It doesn't compare to that.
Through the Wire got Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
I came in. There's no explanation. There's no explanation for that for me. I think Through the Wire easily.
Yeah, I give you that. All right.
Yeah, I thought there was
So
something
it's 4-4. We're gonna end it off this last song. This is the last song we're gonna do. The last two songs. All right. So for Kanye, we got Diamonds Are Forever. All right, probably Kanye's best song. Maybe to some people.
Your opinion.
I said to some people, Diamonds Are Forever. All right.
That's my favorite, bro.
And then for Drake, for Drake, I'm gonna try to give y'all some heat. Forever.
Ooh, with Eminem, Lil Wayne.
Yeah, so and then Diamonds with Jay-Z. Diamonds Are Forever with Jay-Z.
Who wanna go first? Illy, you wanna go first, Illy?
You can go ahead. Gotta think about it.
I'm gonna go with
You should
Forever.
have did Diamonds Dancing.
I'm gonna go with Forever, right? And the reason I'm gonna go Forever is because I listened to that song every time we warmed up for basketball in high school and football games and this and that. And Forever got me in. And the funny thing is that Drake is singing in that video. And you don't think it's not a hype video. I mean, it's not a hype music, but it is hype music. You got Eminem with the punch. You got Lil Wayne with the punch. I'm gonna go with Forever. Like Diamonds Are Forever. The Diamonds Are Forever is a good song, but
it's a good song.
I think Forever made a bigger impact. Forever was even.
I don't care about the impact. Okay.
Forever. All right. What you say?
I don't care about the impact.
Okay. I'm just saying. During the NBA All-Star Week, when they kept replaying the LeBron James Sprite commercial. Drake commercial with Sprite, and they kept playing the Forever song, right? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Last name ever, first name greatest. But that. So I'm like, and once I keep seeing that commercial, I'm like, yo, this song is dope. So I'm gonna go with Forever over Diamonds Are Forever.
Okay, I like your reasoning. I'm gonna disagree with you though. Hey, go ahead, Illy. Go ahead. I'm gonna disagree with you, brother. I'm gonna disagree.
I might go with Forever too.
Hey.
Have you chose like Diamonds Dancing from Drake and Future? Like I would have definitely said that.
Okay. So you going with Forever?
Yeah.
Damn, yo. And you, Dre? I'm going with Forever too, man. I'm sorry. And it's kind of crazy because I think Drake just won, man. It's kind of wild. But like I'm going Forever too. Like Diamonds Are Forever. Like Diamonds, like it's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, Sierra Leone, Blood Diamonds, yeah, but we get like it's important. It's definitely important. You know what I'm saying? Like the way like diamonds being ethically sourced, you know, but like it was just like I feel like I had to hear that song because I was like, we were in like fifth grade when that song came out. It played everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a vibe, okay, Jay-Z, you know, diamonds are forever. Like but like Forever was just like a different energy, like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
when that song came out, I wasn't even really into sports. Like I wasn't even playing sports. We were in high school, right? Yeah. And like where were we? Middle school. One or the other, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I want to freaking win a marathon, you know what I'm saying? Like
Forever
just,
real,
like,
it did have people,
you know,
it did have, yeah.
For real. It just brought you to a place where just like I believe in myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm about to get it done, you know?
Yeah, it gave me hella confidence. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Saying, Ray, I'm surprised you didn't choose Forever, Ray. Like you.
I feel like.
Come on, Ray.
Listen, I used to love that song, but Diamonds for me, the beat, the Jay-Z verse is different. But obviously Forever wins as a whole. So I mean Drake, y'all saying Drake is better from what the songs we threw out there. Y'all saying that y'all going with Drake over Kanye.
Y'all not been mentioning other features like Bad Bitches and stuff. Like
well, there's Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
Man.
Is the song.
We talking about ASAP Rocky, Bad Bitches, right?
Yeah, Drake's in that. That's a feature.
Great, man. That's my anthem.
Bad Bitches Love ASAP.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my joint, man. That
song go ahead, Ray.
Nah, all right. Yeah, we mentioned a good amount. We mentioned some good artwork though. And y'all went with Drake. We mentioned some fire songs and some fire hits. But yo, it was hard for me. Like I said, yo, I said at the end of the podcast last episode, Kanye wins the versus battle, but I'm still going with Drake, even if it don't make sense. So I agree with y'all. Drake, to me, Drake is a better artist. Kanye is a better producer. That's what it is for me.
I hear your opinion.
Well,
yeah.
Can I say something, mate?
Yeah, go ahead.
If they would have a versus battle, since they both have a lot of good hits, it's all about how they perform. If they come out performing lazy like Dipset and forget the lyrics, then
I'm with
They're just old, man. Dipset's just old. That's all it is. They're old, man.
It's not even old. They need to stop doing half the shit they be. Okay, Jadakiss got his juice business. That man healthy, then got his lungs cleared up and all that.
Vegan and everything, yo.
You know, they taking care of themselves. The locks, they taking care of themselves. Dipset, not too much.
Exactly.
The only one who be in the gym is Jim. You know? Joel's my man is over here losing his teeth. You know, it's different.
Oh man,
it's different.
Chinese food is
Chinese food. That's what it is. Stay away from that Chinese food. Stop going to that Chinese place across the street, yo. Get your mind right.
My man's got locked up.
But anyway, yo, so we're gonna go into our next topic, yo. So, like I said before, Yezzy, he did talk a lot about of other topics. Yezzy, Kanye West, y'all know. One thing I wanted to bring up with you guys is his issue with Kim Kardashian. So the world has been saying they are broken up. But on Drink Champs, the interview, he was saying, listen, we're still together. That's still my girl. How do y'all feel about their relationship? Do you think social media played a part in a negative way? Do you think they will still be together? What do y'all think? Because when I heard it, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it sounds like drama, yo. So, Dre, I'm gonna let you go first.
All right, I'm just laughing because Illy's head shaking sounds just like my fiance's. It looks just
like it. So it's a touchy subject.
It's very touchy. So how do I explain this? I feel like a lot of people are so for, like, because you see the rumors, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson, that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're spy together. It's confirmed they're dating. I think girls get excited because they think back to experiences they had where they had to start over again, and it's like a rebirth for them. So like they're just happy for her because, you know, like she's trying to do, like she thought she found her person, but I guess Kanye wasn't it. And this is my perception based on like the feedback I've gotten from asking like my fiance and just like her sisters and stuff. But like in the interview, I agree with him. Like we didn't finalize nothing, and like I haven't been serving any papers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still my wife. My kids want their parents to work it out and be together. So I 100% understand that people go through hiccups, they go through breaks, but social media, they take pictures of stuff and they put a headline and they start rumors. You know what I'm saying? if you get into those rumors, I feel like it can be detrimental to your relationship and to your health. Kim Kardashian already started speaking out vocally on the show in a little clips about how she's unhappy, how she want to do the same things that Tristan and Khloe were doing, but Tristan that was the worst relationship to want to mirror. But she made a comment about how she wants to go to the gym with them early in the morning and like do stuff like them. But he didn't even claim Khloe. So I didn't understand how like it's a little backwards to me. You know what I'm saying?
He did not claim her. No, he
That
did
didn't make
not.
any sense to me. Why you're fantasizing a relationship that it's not even a real relationship. You know, like it's a situationship. Because publicly he's denying you. He's been denying you forever, as far as like Khloe and Tristan goes. But you're marrying that. That's kind of wild to me. But Kanye said the paperwork is still my wife. My kids want us to work together. Like by law, you know what I'm saying? They're still together. And I think they had to work their stuff out. But I don't think it's right for her to be out here running around. And even same with him. He was supposedly spotted with a model. But again, those are headlines. You know what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian has been out with Pete Davidson a few times, and the matching PJs, Chris, like, I think there's a certain level of respect that the world does not give, and they're never going to give that. But depending on what you're trying to get from it, Kim Kardashian, she's only famous for wanting to be famous. You forget that, you know what I'm saying? And they're the most successful at doing it. So like her chasing the story for her relevancy might be more important to her than her marriage. You know what I'm saying? That might have just been something she wanted to accomplish. And when she did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm moving on to my next level of my career. So this might be the next thing, like going back to the streets, kind of. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I feel like it's disrespectful. I feel like it's rude.
Personally,
I agree. Go ahead, Illy.
Personally, okay, so there's a lot of things to unpack when it just comes to Kim and Kanye. But the first thing to acknowledge is Kanye is a narcissist. So let's just get that out the way.
Hold on. Before you elaborate, what is a narcissist? Because a lot of people have different definitions, and I had a conversation with my fiance the other day about what a narcissist is, and she had a different definition than what I had, and we look at the definition together. So what is your definition?
So if we want to go, I'll read directly narcissistic personality disorder, because that's, you know, that you have been diagnosed as a narcissist, which I've actually dated someone who was diagnosed as a narcissist, and a lot of those behaviors coincide. And sometimes they get diagnosed as people having difficulties with change and things like that, instead of just directly saying. And so it's considered a mental condition in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and lack of empathy for others. That is Kanye. Very much so, that is Kanye. Kanye is at the center of everything and anybody. Does not give way to the fact that other people deserve to have happiness in other relationships. There's very much a court filing that they are getting a divorce. There is actual paperwork. And even though Kanye can sit here and run all the game he wants to not have to sign that papers, that does not make it okay to sit here and hold someone in a relationship hostage who is clearly unhappy.
Really?
When Kanye, when Kanye and Kim are in a relationship, you noticeably saw that Kim was not posting nor doing things that she normally did for years. That is attributed to who she is as a person.
Can I ask you a question before you continue? Is Kim Kardashian a narcissist?
I was gonna ask that same.
I think the Kardashians as a family, yes. Their whole entire empire is built off of themselves and just the things they do. No, I'm saying I think all of them are. Kim, Kourtney, all of them. I very much think that. All of them very much profit from certain places. I will give Kim the grace in that she is doing a lot of humanitarian work, just like she helped rescued women from Afghanistan who are on a soccer team, just the 130 people out of Afghanistan. I will sit here and give her credit for her efforts in social justice and things of that nature. Absolutely. But I've also made comments on, even when it came to getting people out of jail, she doesn't make more of a mention to center the actual people who do that real work day to day, who have been doing that work for decades and who actually needed to be lifted up in those positions, because everything then gets centered around Kim. You can't control media, you can't control headlines, but you could actually sit here and make it your mission to make sure those people are elevated on your platforms.
True.
But when it comes to Kanye, you're only making these comments because of whatever current mindset you're in, because he'll sit here and you sit here and want to act like you're single, want to be shown with models and doing X, Y, and Z, which that model did make a comment. They were seeing each other. You can't sit here and decide to be in and out of your marriage. It's either you're going to work on your marriage or you're not. But you can't sit here and pick and choose the moments when you want to be a husband and not be. You actively were living away from your wife in another state for months.
Really?
You denied that woman. Kanye denied her entry to his home when he was having a mental breakdown and she was trying to check on him. She was not allowed to go there.
But my question is, how are you? Okay, she's trying to check on him, but then again, you might have an affair with another guy.
But this was like over a year ago now.
It's a matter
her
of
dealing with Pete is something completely brand new.
Still,
this is before the court. This is before the court papers were even filed. Pete is recent. Them court papers were not even filed when she was over here checking on that man's well-being. He was acting out of his marriage prior to this.
How do you know it's recent though? It's on the media, but
that has to be recent and since they've gotten a divorce. Like, there's no way in hell. Like,
Kanye West also friends with all her exes. They used to hang out together. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how long they were dating before they got together.
So it's just like Kanye, it can't be that Kanye gets to do what Kanye wants to do because he's Kanye and nobody else gets any autonomy over their life and what they want to say and do. We hear Kanye making a comment about his kids not wanting them to break up. You really don't know if that's valid because Kanye really sits here and says anything, i.e. when he made the comments on Big Sean and he sat here, literally left that interview and was in Big Sean's face as if nothing's happening. And Big Sean sat here tweeting like, bro, I just saw you. Like, what's up? You wasn't saying all these things that you felt like you were talking about. That was the biggest mistake. That's how Kanye treats people around him. And that's actually a pattern of his.
Okay. I'm gonna give my take on it.
Hold on.
Listen.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Like the visiting part. Sometimes people need breaks in times. I understand completely. It's your wife. You communicate that, but she should have access. I get that. But what if, and this is hypothetical, like an open-minded question thing. What if he communicated to her that he needed to be away to be a better version of himself, and he didn't have the space to really do that? So he had to go to a place of seclusion so that he can get to a good level spot. And
if he went away to a space like a mental health space to actually address his issues and what's going on, that's one thing. You taking personal time is one thing.
It's funny only because like
it is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 100% facilities, therapy, which I think should be another good topic we should get into. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely will.
You know what I'm saying? Like help is different. You know what I'm saying? Some people heal different ways. Without his healing process.
That's fine. I'm not saying just like it has to be a mental. I'm saying like if you are actively going, whether it's you're going to see a shaman, a life coach, whoever it is that you feel is a spiritual advisor, however it is you need on your process, your journey to better yourself, that is exactly what you need to do for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it is not fair to sit here and constantly show patterns of erratic and very much intrusive behavior when it comes to, you have to sit at some point, even though you love somebody and even though you want to be with them, at some point you have to acknowledge that you may not be what is necessary for them in that point in time. Or acknowledge the fact that this person is no longer making you happy and you need to step away because it's not just about one person, especially when you have kids. That is impacting their children. You were not solely just you're by yourself, secluded in a place that none of your family was allowed to come to. Now, Kim is the only person that's actively with their children trying to explain what's going on. That's a burden in and of itself when it comes to that. I'm very much am an advocate for mental illness, doing what you need to do for all that, considering I have 2 mental health diagnoses myself. I actively take my medication. If you don't want to, you don't want to. If you do, you do. That's how you choose. But it also comes with acknowledgement that even though you deal with your mental health and you have these issues, you cannot sit here and expect people to be able to handle that themselves because not everybody's meant for that. And from what it seems like is Kim has had to sit here and deal with a lot of things that even the public was not privy to when it came to that relationship. And it does not seem like she made a decision to step away from her marriage with Kanye that lightly.
I respect that. And thanks for being transparent, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna give my opinion on it, then we're gonna finish off with Tim's opinion. But me personally, I don't think celebrities should put their information on social media. I think when it comes to getting interviewed, don't put your information out there. The world is scary, yo, and I know they can't get away from fans, they can't get away from the media, but like when you put your relationship on social media, that means you're not just in a relationship with the other person. You're in a relationship with everybody else. And the problem about that is you have kids on top of that. So when one parent is going cuckoo and the other one is nowhere in sight, then they question your parenting. You know what I'm saying? So I think both Kim and Kanye have their side of the story. You can't really go with one side, but I think it's both for their faults for putting their information out there. Because Kanye knew before he got into the relationship who Kim was.
Yep.
We all knew who Kim was. We saw the sex tape.
Keeping up with the Kardashians for over a decade now.
Yeah,
we saw the sex tape. Okay, we all know who Kim was. We all knew she was down for brothers. We knew that. Okay, and we knew what Kanye was about. We knew he was crazy. We knew that he was he didn't bullshit to the media. We knew that he was
bipolar.
himself. We knew that he was bipolar. You know,
so he literally goes through mania. Exactly.
So I think it wasn't necessary for them to put their divorce information out there, their children's information. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but that's the world we live in, yo. You gotta hide your relationship from social media, and they are victim to that. So to me personally, my message to them would be, dude, just shut up about it. Get what you guys got to get done. Get it done. If you want to get a divorce, get it done, but leave it out of the media because they're just going to make your relationship worse and potentially your relationship with your kids. And that's my opinion on it. Tim, what you got to say about it?
Not too much. I only want to say the way they went about it, they could have done it in a better manner. You know, perhaps privately. Don't put it on social media, because then you're gonna hear everyone's opinion. And then when you see people's opinions, maybe that'll make the situation worse. Maybe when your kids grow up, when they search this stuff up, they read the comments, the opinions, and they see the actual footage, it's gonna be bad on that part as well. And I think my only advice is for Kim and Kanye is just to try to stay friends for the kids' sake.
Yes, I'm happy you brought that up. Try to be friends. Yes.
I will say when it came to the divorce thing, though, it was quiet. I think once like it gets filed in court, it becomes public record. And I think like they leaked it because at first Kim really doesn't say anything about Kanye. Like she hasn't been. That's the interesting part. So it was like he made that comment about Kim is my wife. You notice Kim hasn't actually been speaking on their relationship in a while. Like even when it came to the divorce, she's not the one that actually said anything about it or that it was getting done. We know social TMZ and all that, they be leaking too much shit. And yeah, or the public, well, we know the devil work, but Kris Jenner work harder for real.
Pretty much is the devil's work.
You know.
So one more topic before we move on about Kanye is we talked a little bit about it when we're talking about Kim and Kanye, is the mental health. He brought up mental health, and mental health seems to be an ongoing issue for everybody, but mostly an ongoing issue in the Black community. Mental health. And one thing I like about Kanye, and y'all can have y'all responses because I'm gonna ask all y'all opinion on it. Kanye he basically puts his mental health out there, like how he's going through a problem. He's pretty much truthful with the people he talks to, and I think mental health, what he was saying, I think is important. I think if you have an issue, seek help. Whether it's therapy, whether it's talking to a friend, because that could be therapeutic, whether it's talking to a family member. Um, I just think I think it's very important, especially for us. A lot of us didn't grow up with a father or a mother, and I think that we have a lot that's still inside us that we have issues sharing. And I think is an important topic we need to talk about. And I think what Kanye was saying about when he lost his mom, his mental health was everywhere. Like his mind was everywhere. He was going through a lot. So Illy, I'm gonna ask you, how do you look at mental health in the Black community, and also, do you agree with Kanye about mental health? Like, do you think it is a problem that we need to fix? Do you think how do we come up with ways to help better our mental health?
Um, I agree mental health is an issue in the Black community. When it comes to Kanye specifically, though, when it comes to more serious disorders like bipolar, schizophrenia, those are not things that you easily can talk your way out of. Like that is a actual chemical imbalance and you can't control it. Like that's why you tend to see a lot of people who are schizophrenics or suffering bipolar disorder who will use drugs or alcohol as a means to suppress what's happening. I necessarily don't find Kanye to be that big of a mental health advocate, mostly because it's been known for years now that that man suffers from bipolar disorder. And when he has these moments of truth, when people see him acting erratic, that is usually mania presenting itself that is untreated. He made a conscious decision not to be on medication, but also I feel like people need to realize that you can't just sit here and talk to your friend or a family member about serious things in that manner because they're not a trained professional, whether it's a spiritual person or a life coach. Like these are people who are trained to handle these situations, and putting that burden, putting that trauma on someone, that's secondhand trauma to put someone through. Talking through, like if you're dealing with suicide or anything like that, that's traumatic. And that's a lot to put on like people who are not equipped to handle those emotions. So I find like the way he handles himself is he overloads the people closest to him, like his team, when it comes to him dealing with it, and doesn't acknowledge the fact that he's having an effect on them too as individuals by having to take all that on. Personally, I feel like we all know there's a big stigma with mental health in the Black community, has been for everything, but that's also a very systemic issue as to why people don't get treatment or don't get help, because they're not able to. They don't have those tools. We know at Greenwich High, like there's NA for kids who are dealing with drug issues, or you can actually sit with a therapist. And me working in Southeast DC at Ballou Senior High School, like my kids, there's social workers who are there, but they literally have cases and have complete case loads all the time. There's no psychologist, there's no NA, there's none of that. They have behavior techs and metal detectors there. So there's already a big amount of mental health access that they do not get at all. And a lot of times these kids aren't heard and don't have any other outlet. So that's when you see certain behaviors presenting themselves elsewhere. But I do feel like it's slowly becoming more accepted for people in the Black community to be open about mental health problems and be open about when they're stressed. Like I have a Pro-Fight, and for anyone who doesn't know, Pro-Fight came before me in my sorority. She does yoga with kids doing detention, and where she lives in Delaware. Like things like that help. They also have a lot of new programs where there's like, rooms inside of schools where kids who are acting out can go, like calm down rooms and things like that. But I feel like people have to be more open about just where they are in general when it comes to their life. Like I take medication for major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. So I actively work with my psychiatrist and I'm in therapy every single week. But it's also comes with an acknowledgement when you know you need help, and that's a battle in and of itself to get to that point. So I just feel like more people have to be open with it, and eventually it will become normalized. And I know there's Sarah Jakes Roberts. I don't know if y'all, TD Jakes' daughter, who's also a pastor.
I know TD Jakes.
Yeah. She always talks about how like it's okay to have God and have a therapist. Like you need, like they're here for a reason, and therapy can be specialized. Not every therapist is cookie cut for everybody, and sometimes it takes a moment to find the right person. I feel like a lot of people have issues going to therapy just because they hear therapy and think something has to be wrong with me. But no, it's nice to get somebody else's objective opinion on shit you going through every day. Like it's nice to get that objective point of view from people who may not be biased towards your life already. Because let's keep 100, you going through relationship problems, and when it comes to your friends are definitely going to be on the more defensive side because they want to protect you and your feelings. But like my therapist, she'll sit here and be like, Illy, you dead wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Like she'll sit here and tell me about myself when I'm over here doing things I know I have no business doing. No.
Before we ask Tim, and then we're gonna finish with Dre. I think it's difficult for some people to, even if they need therapy, it's hard for us to be vulnerable. It's hard for us. Mm-hmm. Vulnerability is something that we fear. Like, I know for me, sometimes it's hard for me to be vulnerable. Like, I don't know who to trust, especially I'm out here. Like, who do I trust? Yeah. It's difficult. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, I agree. You do, if you know you need it and you want to get something off your chest, it's very important just to go talk to someone. You don't even have to go in person. There's Talkspace, this application where you could go on Talkspace and you could find somebody that would like to talk to you. But it's okay to be on
Pinterest, find you some journal prompts. That's therapeutic in and of itself to write that out.
I
agree. Tim, what do you think?
Hold on. Only
go ahead,
to cut you up, Tim. I know you're going in the order. I don't mean to just go out of place, but y'all talking a lot. Like you made a lot of great valid points. And in a sense of like you made a comment about like secondhand trauma, Illy, about like people, dumping their stuff on people, how that's traumatic. And I definitely agree with that, to the extent of that's when people do that, I don't think they realize though that like they're trying to look for help, and I have a post, actually I posted last night. I'm gonna read it for y'all right now. Emotional intimacy is not codependency, trauma bonding, or emotional dumping. Emotional intimacy is not harmful or abusive, it is safe. So I understand what Illy was saying though. People think because they're like, when you open up to somebody about your experience and your traumas, you feel you're in a safe space where that person will hear you, they may react to you, you don't know, but you feel like you're in a space where you can be yourself. So in acknowledgement of that, get help from there. That's where you should, but most people don't realize that they're looking for somebody that can help them dissect their experiences. So beyond that point where you overshare and you keep going, that other person may not be able to receive and or give you the feedback you need, So if you're somebody who realized that you open to people about your experiences in life, you probably need a therapist, and it's not a bad thing at all. Yeah. And it could be trying for the other person too, because a lot of people, they don't go through what you go through. And they never maybe experience some of the things that you've experienced, but they could have. But yet, different things work for different people. So that's just a sign I want people to watch out for. And that's something that a lot of people, I think, overlook. Well, yeah, I'm gonna talk again, but
no, that's good.
Definitely agree.
I agree with that. Go ahead, Tim. What you think?
So I'm agree with Kanye that in the Black community, obviously, we're dealing with mental health issues. And yes, I agree with him that we do need to talk about it more. And if you don't have the resources or the money to pay for a therapist, you know, at least you could find a friend, a cousin, family member, you know, to talk about this stuff, to talk about these kind of issues with, so you can at least get it out of your system. You don't want it, you know, collapsing in your system and holding it in for years, where a lot of people in our family do, right? But
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that this is hard for the Black community, and this is why it's hard for the Black community. We grew up, most of the brothers and sisters grow up in a community where if you try to put your feelings out there, you get made fun of, you're the weak link. For example, you do something bad, right? Your parents discipline you. Your mom or your dad, they hit you. You cry. What's the first thing they say? You better stop crying. Oh, why are you crying? You know? So this is the generations getting passed down, and obviously nothing is changing because we're seeing the same issue. And it's sad. It's sad to see that we're still dealing with this. Like for a little kid where they want to express themselves. Hey, something happened to me in school today, or my friend said something mean to me, and they're just venting about their problems. And the person in the community is like, why you being a little punk, man? Like, you know, this and that. And it's not that person's fault for calling them the punk. It is the community and the society that we were raised in. Because if we go back in history, you know, like
generational trauma,
slavery, all that stuff. It's generations getting passed down, you know, and no one knows the exact formula to fix this issue. So by having a conversation about it, by having more people not being egotistic to put their business out on the street just to release themselves, you know, I think it's something that we need to start doing. Because to be honest, we're gonna talk about, because mental health it also has to do with insecurities as well. If you're insecure about something, you know, money or anything, it comes with mental health. And for me, I'll have to say my biggest insecurity was my teeth. In the past, my teeth was crooked, you know, messed up. I didn't want to smile. I didn't want to smile in pictures. And I barely wanted to open my mouth because you can see inside my mouth that my teeth are not straight. So, and that, by me not telling people that insecurity, it hurt me inside because I'm not sharing it. And I know the best way to get something from out of you, you know, you got to share it with somebody, something, or, you know, write it down in a notebook or something, invent it. I don't know, but it's just, you know, it goes a long way, you know, just by just speaking out. You know, you don't have to speak out to a random person, but I'm sure that you have a friend or a very family member or a mom, you know, a sister, somebody that you could, you know, share this with, because this topic is hurting us in the community. Hence is why you see a lot of killings, you know, like people want to talk about black on black crime, but it's not like that. It's really not.
That's because black on black crime is not a thing.
You know,
that's another topic.
Talking as like from criminology like standpoint, like it's really not a thing, and it's just used as a tool. Because it's just like crime happens because of proximity, and we all know people tend to live amongst people who share similar identities as them. So it's just like white people are like at a higher percentage rate of harming other white people, just like Black people are at a higher percentage of harming other Black people.
Yeah, it's
So it's just
it's
like,
not a thing.
Underreported
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but even I feel like
no.
as millennials, I feel like our generation is doing better when it comes to mental health and trying to make more active steps to not pass on trauma that we've all had to endure onto children. Because like I'll be on Twitter and there's like way more discussions and things that happen with people who will sit here and question others. Like, I don't know if anybody saw that viral TikTok of that mom who was talking about, you know, if like someone from the hood finds her kid, like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but do whatever you need to and then bring him back home. Like kind of implying that you can be violent against your child and then bring him back because he ran away. And it's like, people are constantly challenging people who do things like that. Cause it's like, why would you want that form of a relationship? Like, why would you want to carry trauma that others have inflicted on you? Why would you want to put that onto your own child, onto other people that you care about?
That's
backwards.
backwards.
I feel like, you know, people are way more verbal about that because it's just like you want your children, you want whomever to do better, but you're literally inflicting the same pain repeatedly in a cycle.
You know what it is? I feel like it's more so like, it's like, man, like I think it's more so like in their reality, based on the way they're at this point, they're doing pretty okay in the sense of being afloat. So they think, oh, it worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it should be the same thing for you, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's literally what people will say, like, oh, I got beat as a kid, so it's okay if they get beat.
And there was student loans. You got like this like the generation below us, I don't want them paying student loans at all. You know what I'm saying? Like and certain people are just like, well, I went to school, I applied for the loans, and like I worked so hard, I worked 4 or 5 jobs to pay them off, and I should pay them off because I took them out. No, like you're acquiring debt because we're told that we need to go to college to be somebody in life. And if you don't go the college route, then we're losers. You know what I'm saying? It's the stigma, it's the everything behind it. And there's
really American culture.
There's people who want you to go through and there's people who they can't accept that things could work a different way because it's all they know. So it's like coming into terms with like, this is messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, like I gotta really think about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times I can't speak for anybody here. Have any of y'all got beat and not know how you got beat for? You know what I'm saying? Beyond like, it was like something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Something that's really dumb. Like you let the sink on for 2 seconds, too long. You got beat. But then it's just like, you really beat me as if like I was like I broke your car, like I crashed your car, like, you know, like there's something else behind that. It wasn't just for the fact that I left the water on. You know what I'm saying? And there was no talking about it after. You got beat. You didn't get told what you were.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it after.
No communication. And there's a certain level, I think, when we realize, like, man, like there's something backwards here. You only get beat for the sake of being beat and being bad. Why am I acting bad? Why, you know, like it's deeper, you know? And I think what we need to come to terms with is, like you said, talking about it, but taking accountability. That part's uncomfortable, you know? Like that's the part that's like, damn, like, you know, like I'm really like how much we say it, we're not gonna be like our parents, you know, and it end up being just like them. We're older, we're like, what the hell?
Just
like,
be. Ooh, I
like,
read something about that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, But I think people really do want to do better, but they don't know where to start because it's not common. It's not. They think that everything costs money and it's unattainable. Like, oh, therapy for rich white people. That's what we were always told. I think when we were younger. You know, that's
what we were told.
You know, that's what people stuff. So it's all like, it's part of the stigma, like help is not available to you based on finances. But a lot of insurances and a lot of group therapy facilities take a lot of common insurances, you know?
Sliding scale.
There's
Preach.
different things you can do. I think that people can take accountability. And if you know you have a problem, it's not just for you, it's for other people around you too, as Illy mentioned before, as everybody mentioned before. You know, people suffer with things and like your experience is valid. How you're feeling is valid, but you need somebody who's equipped to validate those experiences, you know? And I'm not saying telling you you're wrong or right, but helping you walk through your problems. And I think that people, like, you need to stop self-medicating because the world tells us to drink, the world tells us to have sex, the world tells us to do all these things that can be
materialistic things, yes.
I'm not saying that those things don't feel good, those things don't, you know, but it's only temporary Band-Aid for a deeper issue that no one is going to get to the root of if you keep pushing it off. If you're watching this and you need help, there's like reach out and text me, and I can help you get some resources. Help you look up. I'm willing to help, but you have to be understanding about the things you're going through and try to be better for your future.
Let me piggyback on what you said, Andre.
Go ahead, Tim. Take one more take, Tim, and then we're gonna move on. But Dre, I like what you had to say. Go ahead, Tim.
I just want to piggy off what Andre said about the about the seeking help with the therapy and stuff like that.
Go ahead.
Classes and in our community, if we reach out to a therapist or seek community, because when we're younger, we were told that therapy for white people, this and that.
Foolishness. Yeah.
If we do that, we get made fun of. We're weak. And this is why we're not doing that, because people are not letting go of their egos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let it go. It's okay.
I agree.
Help. And when you know you need help, do it anyway. Send that email anyway. You get some pushback. Do it till you find the right person to help you. It's beyond just, like doing it for other people. It's for yourself too. Like people want to do good. Like it's crazy. Like people have the urge, they want to do good, but all the other things around, all those steps, it takes work. It's a process. It's courageous to get therapy. It's courageous to talk about your experiences. It's courageous to open up about how you feel on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So take that courage a step further and do the best thing you need to do and get help for those around you, because people suffer. You know what I'm saying? If it's not you, it's somebody around. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're all connected one way or another. You know what I'm saying? The things you do, the things you do not. And if you're dangerous to yourself, you can teach somebody else too. So it's very serious, and it goes full cycle. Is why we see all these things. So if you're out there, again, reach out to me. Reach out to there's sources, YouTube sources. Like there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of things you can do to get help. You're not alone. So I just want to put that out.
Yes, Dre, thank you for mentioning that. Yes. Yeah, and this goes for me too, man. If you anybody, even if you're a person I met a couple weeks ago, if you need help, if you need somebody to talk to me. I'm always a good listener. This is a very important topic. I'm happy you guys gave me your opinions on it.